Today I want to let you guys know the true cost of what it takes to start an Amazon business, because I feel like whenever you ask a guru or somebody else and you say, is X amount enough, they just tell you yes because they want you to sign up for their course or pay for another service. So I want you guys to hear from somebody who just built their framework for the FBA business so you guys know exactly the cost that you can expect. So stick around. Yo, what is going on everybody? Sam here, coming back at you with another video. Want to break down all these FBA costs because I feel like there's not a lot of transparency out there. People are telling you can start with $200, they're telling you can start with $500, but in reality there's so many extra costs that go into starting a business, especially Amazon. So I'm going to break down cost by cost what it took me to get my product up and running, everything. I went into my credit cards, my bank accounts to figure out all these exact costs for you guys. So without further ado, I'll jump into what I have. So the first cost is obviously your Amazon Central account. It's going to cost you $39.99 a month, and that's going to be a recurring fee every month, but the good news is you can get that refunded until you start selling your product. So if you go 3 months without selling, you can get that initial $120 refunded. So it's not too big of a deal. It's just something you're going to need to create shipping plans, create test listings, stuff like that. So Viral Launch, I ended up spending $590 for the whole year of Viral Launch because they kind of sold me on that product idea score. If you guys don't know what Viral Launch is, it's just a basic product research software that really allows you to find products, and it is a good tool to have, but I wouldn't recommend spending $590 off the bat because I didn't really find too many products with the idea score, and I just kind of bought into that. But usually I think it's like $50 a month or something like that. I'll leave a description, or I'll leave a link in the description for you guys if you want to check it out. Merchant Words, $30 a month. Another place that I kind of missed out on some savings because there is a deal for $9 a month. You just have to look up a coupon code, and I think you guys will be able to do that. Merchant Words is a basic keyword research tool that allows you to see how many people are searching for a specific keyword. And I don't think they use exact Amazon numbers, I think it's Google numbers, so keep that in mind. The numbers that you see are going to be significantly less than the actual numbers that people are searching for. Trademark search. So once you find a product, you want to make sure it's not trademarked or patented, and I did this on Fiverr. You could do it yourself as well, but I just wanted to make sure. And the first product I didn't end up going with. The second one I did end up going with, so I had to do 2 of them for $11 each. That added up to $22. Next up, a logo. So a logo, obviously just a basic brand logo, is going to cost you anywhere from $5 to $100. I would recommend going for something in that middle range, because what I got here for $16 I wasn't too happy with. This was another thing I did on Fiverr, but I would recommend maybe going for something around the $30, $40 range, because you really want to have that $1 million brand. You want people to really trust your brand, and the first thing they're going to see is the logo, so it really does play a huge role in your success. So my samples, I'll just show you all of them, were quite expensive. I don't think you guys are going to be spending nearly this much on your first samples. I'd probably guess that it'd be anywhere from $50 to $100 for a sample. But mine were quite expensive, so they were over $100 each, and that cost me about $500 for all of them. So that was a huge expense I wasn't ready for. $500 just for some samples, and most of the time you can get this refunded, but I ended up having to just take that L because none of these companies were going to refund me even if I placed an order. But if you guys do order samples, just make sure you ask your supplier, if you order X amount of units, can you get that sample refunded? And usually they'll say yes. State tax form cost me $21 here in Wisconsin, just registering for the state tax. Just check with your local .gov and see what they offer. It probably will be around the same price, I'm guessing. So an email autoresponder. So when you make a sale, you're going to want to do a follow-up with your customer, just asking them for a review, basically making sure everything's going well. And that will cost you $30 for Feedback Whiz, but only like $10 for ZonJump. But there's a lot more benefits that come with Feedback Whiz, so I'd recommend that as well. Business email, I don't feel like anybody mentions this one, but it is 2 for $10 a month each. So I had to get 1 for myself to negotiate with suppliers, and then 1 for support. So it's just support@mybrand.com, and the other one is my name. Photography cost me $300, and I wasn't prepared for that. There was also some models that went into this cost as well. And I was trying to get these models for free because I feel like everybody wants to be a model nowadays. So I was going to offer free edited shots in exchange for like a half-hour session. And I ended up getting a few people interested, actually quite a few people interested. Put some flyers up downtown Madison, and I put an ad up on Craigslist, but they were like looking my brand name up and they didn't think I was legit, so I had all these people back out literally at the last second. So if you are going to go find some models, maybe just have your photographer take care of that, or try to make them feel like you're a legit company, I guess. I had to reach out to some friends right at the last second and pay them $40 each, so 2 people for that. Ebook, another tip I have, if you are going to include an ebook, make sure you write it yourself. I literally spent the whole day today revising this ebook that just stated the same information over and over. He was just using all this fluff to get to 10 pages, and then it was just really horrible writing, so I had to redo all that today. So another cost I could have avoided, but an ebook is probably something you might want to include depending on what your product is. It's a great way to differentiate, add some extra perceived value to your product. Maybe you can charge a higher price or get people to come to your listing instead of your customer or your competitors because you have an ebook offered. So thank you inserts, another fee that I don't see people mention too often. It's a great way to just pretty much ask for a review. Right now it's one of the only legit ways, and it could change by the time you're watching this video, but as of right now it's one of the only legit ways to get people to leave you a review. I said something like, thank you so much for trusting in us. If you were satisfied, please leave us a 5-star review. I don't think I said 5-star, but please leave us a review. And if you are unsatisfied, just email us and we'll take care of everything. So some people may say, well, you're only telling them to leave a review if they have a positive experience. But I'm pretty sure as of right now, it's alright to be able to leave thank you inserts. So Instagram ad, I had to do an Instagram ad to do a giveaway. So I was trying to build an email list. If you guys are in the process of launching a product, or you're waiting for your supplier to be finished manufacturing, or you're waiting for the product to get shipped over here, try to build an email list by offering a giveaway or offering a free ebook. So you could offer a free ebook in the description of people's YouTube videos. You could message YouTubers asking them to leave a link for that. But what I did was I gave away a product over $200, and I just used a basic opt-in funnel to gain some emails just so I have some people to market to the day that I launch. And I think you guys are going to want to do that as well. Another cost which no one told me about, they just kind of told me to build an email list, so make sure you're aware there's some cost to go into that, such as having a platform to build the funnel on like Builderall or ClickFunnels, and having the product that you're going to give away, because if your product isn't that expensive and no one's going to sign up to win a $20 product, so you might have to shell out some money for that as well. So that's not included here, so keep that in mind. So a trademark was $474, and then I got hit with this strange RA renewal fee. And I may have got played on this because I was just doing some more research, and an RA is just a registered agent who lives in the state that the business is operating in. So, and then they take care of all the different paperworks and lawsuits that happen with the business. But I thought that I was going to be the one handling all of that, so I'm not sure why I would need a RA in the first place. So if you guys go do a trademark, I did it with Trademarkia. Make sure that you clarify what this fee is, because I'm not even 100% sure that I had to pay this $159 fee. And like a trademark and LegalZoom, which is getting an LLC, are high expenses. And if you guys are considering building a legitimate brand, which I recommend you do build a legitimate brand, you're not just selling, one-off products and random products. You are building a brand that you can potentially take off of Amazon and potentially sell down the road. But these are costs that are a good amount, $474 and $449. If you have $1,000 and someone's telling you it's alright to start Amazon, well, you may be good for the most part, but what happens when you're trying to scale and you're trying to protect yourself from a lawsuit, or you're trying to get rid of hijackers because you need a trademark and you need an LLC, and no one's telling you about this stuff, so keep it in mind. I mean, you don't need it from day one, but you are going to need it eventually. So a course, this is just obviously optional. I took a course for $437, and it was a good course. I'd recommend taking a course just to have a mentor and someone to help you out if you are confused, because sometimes when you're in these groups, people can give you this poisonous advice that can hurt your business, and you never really are 100% sure who you can trust as far as breaking terms of service or, proper keyword research, something like that. inventory and shipping are going to vary. So obviously if you're dealing with a higher end product or you're getting a bunch of units of a smaller product, then your inventory cost is going to be super high. Same with shipping. If you're dealing with a lightweight product, probably going to be pretty low, but if a heavier product and a lot of units, it's going to be pretty high. So if you have all these costs in mind, you're going to need to figure out how much you can spend on inventory with enough to order a next unit or a next batch of inventory. So if you're selling out really fast, you're going to want to place an order. You're not going to want to run out because your whole product launch is going to have to be redone and you're going to lose your ranking and it's just going to be really bad. So try to avoid running out of inventory. With that being said, a launch, a lot of people don't consider this as a cost of Amazon as well. So a launch can either be giving products away at a discount, that's the most popular, or using a launch service, which does the same thing, or a variety of Facebook ads and Instagram influencers, whatever you guys want to do. Some people just go right in with PPC from day one. I'm thinking of probably doing that myself, but a launch, you guys aren't going to be really spending a lot of money because you already spent money on inventory, but you're going to need to be giving products away at a deep discount. So it is taking away from your potential profit if you're selling a product 90% off, which I actually don't recommend you guys do. I think you guys can get away with 40% off, 50% off, even 20% off, just because who needs to be giving away that steep of a discount just to rank? There's other ways to get sales besides doing that. I'm probably going to use a variety of Facebook ads, perhaps some Instagram influencers, aggressive PPC from day one, stuff like that. I don't think I'm going to be using a launch service unless all that fails. So the total, that is going to be everything for you guys that I spent. Anything I didn't mention, I think that would be everything. So the total is going to be $3,301.74, and that is excluding inventory. So there are a lot of expenses that people aren't talking about, and it just is so silly because they're trying to help you out. You know, they're telling you they're trying to help you out. They're telling you they're trying to help you break away from that 9-to-5 or live a lifestyle of your dreams, but they're not being completely transparent. They want you to have enough money to buy their course. If you tell them they have $1,000, they'll say, oh yeah, that's fine, here's a link to my course. Like, don't buy a course if you have $1,000. There's so many different fees you guys need to be aware of. You're not going to have enough to start this business. And I'm not saying you should be completely worried about all of these, because you can avoid a course, you can avoid a LLC and a trademark for a little while, and you obviously don't have to spend $590 or all this on samples. So it could be somewhere from around $2,000 just to get everything out of the way. If you minus all of these, it's going to be even less than $2,000. But these are costs that will come up. I mean, I would have spent $50 a month anyways on Viral Launch, so I would have had to pay this eventually. I would have had to get this eventually. The only thing that really is going to be a little different is the samples. They might be a couple $100 less. So just keep these costs in mind. I wanted to make a video just documenting everything that I actually paid for to start Amazon, because I was told I could start with $1,000, and that's just simply not the case. So I hope this video helped you guys out. If it did, make sure to leave a thumbs up and a comment below letting me know what you were surprised about, if there were costs that you weren't expecting, because I know there were for me. And thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more Amazon related content. See you guys in the next video. Thank you.